Welcome to a new segment of Coptic Civilization. I'm Michael Saad. Our segment today is entitled The Coptic Educational Foundation in Los Angeles, founded in the year 2002. And our guest today is Mr. Cherif Youssef, one of the founders of the Coptic Educational Foundation. Welcome, Mr. Cherif Youssef.
Thank you, Dr. Saad. Glad to be here.
Thank you for accepting our invitation. And as always, we learn a whole lot about Coptic voluntarism. And as a program on Coptic civilization, Coptic education has been a landmark, a pillar, a primary component of Coptic civilization for 2,000 years. They even discovered homework written on papyrus in the 1st century AD in the Coptic language, in arithmetic, in geometry, in language, and sometimes on papyrus and sometimes on pottery. And students in 1st century Egypt, the Copts, were going to school, taking homework, doing it at home, bringing it to the teacher the next morning for education, extra, and grading. So, welcome again. Your organization was founded in the year 2002 in Los Angeles. Who were the founders and what motivated this group of blessed people to think of education and proceed for 12 years now?
Actually, the founder of this organization is my brother, Nabih Youssef, and his wife, Aziz. They are actually active servant in our church, and they saw a need to help young, talented, able students that they were not able to continue their education. And they felt that they need to help these students and they need to do something to change that, because once we lose these young men in high school and they don't continue their college, we lose them forever. Really, it's very hard to, start getting a job, to get back and try to get an education. So they felt they need a structure to help these students achieve their potential. And they established the mission or the vision of this organization, which is no one will be denied the opportunity to reach the full education potential. This is the vision that they established prior to 2002. And they created the Coptic Education Foundation.
How big or small the education grew throughout these 12 years?
We started in 2002 in 3 churches in Southern California. And currently we are serving 28 churches, active serving 28 churches. And we're serving other churches via virtual, via the internet and via webinar and via the use of our website. So we're reaching out to more than just one-to-one directly, but also reaching out to them indirectly through these various social and internet media.
So what are your target groups? What kind of students or parents you are targeting to serve?
The initial focus of CEF, or the Coptic Education Foundation, was the high school seniors, because we felt that's if we don't reach that age group and we don't help them get into college, we may lose that forever. So we focused initially on the high school seniors because this is the last opportunity for them to get into college. We recognized very quickly that you don't start thinking about going to college in your last year of high school. So we recognize that we need to expand our service to really educate all the high school, the 4 years of high school students on the value and the need of education and the value and need to be prepared to get the appropriate curriculum and appropriate requirements to get into college. So we started early, we started helping them with tutoring to help them improve their grades, helping them pass the various tests that's required for colleges here in California and in the US in general, such as the SAT test. We're helping them apply to appropriate colleges, make sure they meet the deadlines in applying. We help them finance their college education through applying through various resources here available in the U.S. to help them pay for the cost of education. So this is what our organization is more of improve the awareness of these students and put in their mind that education is important. Dr. Saad, if I may, you and I are educated from Egypt. And the value of education we put in Egyptian in general is very important. And we came here, graduated from our colleges, and we just pursue our careers. These young men don't have that mentality. They because there's so much opportunities here, they don't need a college degree to get a job. And they see that as a way out of college. And we really need to change that mindset, change their thinking about why college is important. It's not just to make more money, but the type of people and the environment and the social fabric that you will be associated with if you are educated is going to be completely different than if you're not educated. And that's, to us, is really the important message we're trying to get. It's not just getting a degree, it's just getting the appropriate education and knowledge to be able to survive and to be able to educate your children. Statistics show that college graduates, most likely their children will be college graduates.
Right.
And you know, that's a simple fact that we're trying to for the organization to achieve.
Yeah. This makes your organization very critical, especially for the new immigrants whose children are like in junior high school at a critical age where, as you said, they may be tempted to take a job, and from the job they derail from education into apprenticeship. And although they are talented, but slippery road. And also they are not familiar with how to get scholarship, how to get tuition reduction, waiver of tuition. They may be required to pay extra high tuition fee while they are eligible for discounts. Please, how the Coptic Educational Foundation is actually helping the new immigrants in particular?
Yes, the new, obviously, the U.S. in general, even the one born here, they have a lot of resources to learn about going to college. But in the last 3 or 4 years, we've seen a lot of people coming from Egypt that maybe not speak the language, don't understand the various options they have in various colleges and higher education. And because maybe the economic pressure, they think that I don't need to go to college, I just need to go find a job to support my family. And this is really a very short-term thinking, because that's not going to lead to much for the whole family, not just for the student, for these young men. So education is a tool to help them improve their economic condition, of which that's the reason they came to the U.S. for. So we educate them on the benefits and all the options they have. And that's actually it's a double-edged sword. When you have too many options, you get confused because you don't know what to pick. We're blessed to have all these options, all these universities, the 4 years universities, the 2 years vocational schools, the private schools, the public schools. There's tons of, especially here in California, it's one of the best school system, frankly, in the country and maybe in the world. And we have that resource, but at the same time, you need the guidance to make sure you select the right school that fits your needs. And more importantly, the United States has all the resources to pay for a lot of these education. So we try to educate, especially the newcomers, that the less money you make, the more money you qualify for to pay for your school. So you don't say, I cannot afford it, therefore I'm not going to apply to college. It should be the other way around. You apply to college based on your ability, based on your grade, based on your talent, and then the less money you make, the more money you qualify to pay for that school. So it should not be a factor in determining whether you want to continue your education or not.
So you can actually get free tuition, no university fees or college fees, if you prove that you cannot afford it.
I have seen financial aid packages that paid 100% for all the school tuition, the books, the living expenses, everything, 100% for the
Even
4 years.
It gives you pocket money.
Even pocket money.
So your organization helps people identify these opportunities for themselves or under your guidance. How many volunteers you have in the organization who help these cases, these students?
Yeah, we don't have a very large staff. It's mostly part-time because our activities vary throughout the year and we follow the school's year program. So our volunteers is only like maybe 7 or 8 because they are needed on as needed basis. Our calendar of event, it starts with the school year. In September is the beginning of the school year here, and we usually, the application to college is due at the end of November. So we focus our efforts in October, September, October, and November to educate them on the college admission process, which colleges and where to apply, and what are the requirements for each application. There are some colleges require writing an essay, which is a very important piece of the application, so we help them write that. So we guide them through this process. We give them some career guidance if they're not sure where to go. So that happens during the month of October, November. Once they apply, the next thing is they need to apply for the financial aid. And it's a special filing. It occurs between January 1st and March 1st. And again, we educate them on how to qualify to apply, what are the requirements to apply, how, and it's not an application just the students apply for it, it's the parents as well, because they ask for the parents' income and assets because they factor that into the process of evaluating financial aid. And then at the end, after you apply for that, you get your response from the college. They let you know which one you get accepted in. You get your financial aid package from the government, tells you how much money they're willing to offer you, and then you make a decision. Hopefully you have opportunity to have more, options. You have accepted in multiple schools, and you have multiple financial aid packages. And the students and the family need to sit down together and decide which college is best for me and for my career and for my family.
I see that CEF, Coptic Education Foundation, has several programs and services. You mentioned a couple of them. What are the others?
One of the things we were very well known for is what we call the Merit Achievement Award. And it's once a year, our organization, and a sister organization called Coptic Outreach, we offer a scholarship. And last year we offered 12 scholarships to top high school students that excelled not only in academic achievement, but also non-academic achievement. And we stress the non-academic achievement because it's good to be a good student, but also good to be a good citizen, to be part of a community, be involved with sports, be involved with helping others in the community, because believe it or not, colleges look at that as a very important factor. Colleges, their biggest fear is they don't want to accept someone that eventually will fail not to graduate, because that becomes a bad thing for that college. And they want to avoid accepting a student that may not make it through. So they look at students not necessarily in terms of their academic achievement, but also their other achievement, because that's a good measure on how well they will be able to go through college. So our organization offered these Merit Achievement Award, and we select the best high school seniors that got accepted into college to receive this award, and it's been a great success.
I see that His Grace Bishop Serapion attends the award ceremony and gives the prizes in person to each individual.
I cannot say enough about the support.
There was a Father and Son of the Holy Spirit. I mean, as I see the parents of this outstanding youth standing with joy and proud for them, I also stand for all of them with great joy and proud that we have such outstanding youth in our community. And as I listen, maybe some I understand through the reaction in the faces of those who are attending, but I see many of them also, they are active in the church, which is a very good sign, a bright future of our church in this society. And I wish also to congratulate the Coptic Educational Foundation for this great achievement.
Thank you, Saad. In closing, I just want to thank you all for being here. You, the true parents and the true servants of this whole organization. On behalf of the board, many of them are the silent, real active, kind workers. And for all of you, and for his bishop, His Grace Bishop Serapion, for his blessing, and our Father the priest, all of us who need each other for the help, for the sake of these young talents, that God be with them in the rest of their lives.
Okay, my name is Emily Newman, and I'm a consultant with CEF. And I think that CEF is making a remarkable impact with encouraging the academic achievement of children in the community.
Hi, my name is Cynthia Colon. I'm the college counselor for CEF, and I was so happy to be here tonight to see all of the students and what they're, honoring their achievements and all that they've done. CEF has made great strides in the last year, and hopefully will continue to move and grow in the next 5 years.
His Grace Bishop Serapion is giving our organization. When Nabih, my brother, initiated this, and he presented to Sayyidina, and he was 100% supportive, and he attended almost every year our annual ceremony, except maybe 1 year when he was in Egypt helping elect our new pope. But for 11 years, he attended every year our annual ceremony, and he not only supported our activity with whatever help he can provide, he believed in what we do. He believed that this organization can make a difference. We provide a service to all the people in the diocese, and he understands what we do, and he believes in the results that's producing, because now, 12 years later, we've seen the results. We've seen these students that we helped 12 years ago. They graduated, went to graduate school, they became a great citizen. They are the future of our community. I cannot also help, I would like to also mention all the priests in all the churches that we're serving in. They've been great supporters. And all the volunteers, we call them CEF mentors. These are all young men or girls at the church. They act as our mentor and our liaison between the organization and the students at these particular churches. So when we say we're going to hold a workshop, they bring the students in, they follow with these students on a regular basis because they are with them every Sunday, and inform them about our activities and the workshops that we hold. So without them, really, we won't be able to hold the organization, because they are the means of which we transfer out the information we provide to the students.
I see that you provide help preparation classes for the Scholastic Achievement Test, known as SAT, more popularly known as SAT. How do you achieve this preparation classes? Do you offer it in each church individually, or selected churches, or individually through a website?
It's actually a very extensive test. It's a 4-hour test that's required from high school to not only do it, but also get high grades. It's a 3 tests, total of 24 points. And it's a very important factor in applying to college. We recognize the importance of our students getting high grades in this SAT test. So we partner with a company called Revolution that offer these classes. And it's a 6 weeks class. And they meet twice a week for 6 weeks. So it's very extensive. And they meet each time for 3 hours. And therefore, the students coming through us, they benefit from getting a discount. Instead of they go to these classes and they pay $1,000 or with Revolution is like $600. If they come through our organization, they only pay like $250, and they benefit. We have measured the success of this class. The students, when they come in, they take the test, they take the full SAT test, and at the end of the class, they take another one, and we see at least 200 points improvements.
Wow, that makes a whole difference.
Very, very important.
In somebody's future.
Absolutely, and it makes a big difference between accepted in a good college and versus an excellent college.
Along with scholarship.
The money will always help, of course.
So actually, somebody invests $250, which can be a donation if the student cannot afford it.
Our organization, we do have a financial aid package that we funds that are available to help these students that are not able to pay this $250. We partner with the church and directly with the priest of the church, and we recognize some of the families that cannot afford to pay some of these fees, and we've helped them financially. Once a year, we hold our fundraising activity, and it's kind of fun day. We call it our Walk for Education. And it's usually on the Saturday after Thanksgiving, and we hold for 2 hours a fun day in Santa Monica here in California along the beach, and we call it it's a 5K walk, so we call it Walk for Education, and that's our fun day to really talk about CEF, raise some money, and have a great day. You know, especially right after Thanksgiving holiday here in the United States. Usually it's a fun weekend because it's a family weekend. A lot of family comes in. So it's very entertaining and it's fun, and it's an opportunity for us to talk about CEF and its services, as well as raise some money to help some of these the needs of some of these students.
Wow. Okay, if I'm a student, and I guess one way for me to get acquainted with your services is to start by going to the website of the Coptic Educational Foundation, which is www.copticedu.org, and I can apply from there?
There is a lot of information available on the website, and also the website tells you how to contact us, and if you have any questions, where to ask the questions. So, and we're improving the website as we speak. We will be adding more video clips on a lot of these activities that I mentioned. So you can, if you're not able to attend these workshops in person, you can review a video clip of that in your home and anywhere you are.
And also you can connect to the ambassadors of Coptic Educational Foundation in your local church. I see like 24 of the local churches in California, Southern California. Or go to St. Peter and St. Paul any Sunday to meet with you and other members of the servants and volunteers of the organization.
And if you don't know who your mentor is at your church, and if you don't have one, just contact us, and we will set up and recognize. We're looking for a young, energetic person that's willing to help, and we can certainly create the service at your church. When I talked about a newcomer, there was a service that I did not mention that it's worth mentioning, that we recognize that newcomers coming from Egypt needed a proficiency test in English, improve their English, because they're all professionals that came with a degree in pharmacy or engineering or a doctor, and their biggest obstacle is not the degree, it's the English, because they're not able to pass the exams, and those that even don't have any exams requirement, they cannot get interviews because they're not proficient in English. So we start putting English literacy program to help them, for those professionals, to help them pass the TOEFL, which is a test that they need to pass, or just to help them learn English as a skill in learning how to talk, how to interview, how to converse with other people. So that's a new service we started just a year or so ago.
Is this what you call career guidance?
No,
or that's in addition. What is career guidance then in your ministry?
Yeah, it's we bring professionals such as yourself and others from various fields, and they get to talk to the students directly. So we have teachers and students interested to know about teaching profession. You know, what is it, where to apply, where are the best schools, you know, what does it take to become a teacher? And this becomes a one-on-one interaction between the students and these professionals. So that's what we call it a career day or career forum.
This is very valuable both for new immigrants and for local folks who either have no acquaintance enough or would like to improve.
It's very important because even the newcomers don't know the various requirements to, especially if you come with your degree from Egypt, let's say you're an engineer, there are some requirements you have to pass. Or if you're a doctor or a pharmacist, you have to take certain classes or you have to go to attend certain schools that to help you get your equivalent degree. And it's important to talk to other professionals that have been through it here in the United States and help you and guide you so you can achieve your own success as well.
I see also you have a summer internship program. How does that work?
You know how competitive it is now here in the United States, and it's just not easy to find jobs or find good jobs. And we recognize one of the important things is to guide our college students, those that we helped during high school and got them into college. Now we need to think about how we can get them a job after they graduate from college. And we recognize providing these summer internships is a very important factor for to look for employment when you graduate, because first question they ask typically is like, have you worked in any environment that is similar to what you're applying for after you graduate? And if you didn't, you know, typically you're not going to get these jobs because other people usually do. So we started what we call a summer internship, and it's a matching between the professionals in our community, the doctors, the engineers, and the pharmacists and all that, offering opportunities, and then the students applying for it, and we do the match between the students and the professionals that offered it. And for last summer it was our second year, and we were very successful in matching these students with these professionals. And we call them shadowing. Some are paid internships, some are not, but it's a great opportunity to learn about the profession before you graduate.
When I visited your website, I saw that the achievements of the last 12 years are really phenomenal. And you held 100 college admission workshops, my goodness. And you reviewed applications, helped students, enormous numbers. You conducted a minimum of 50 financial aid seminars over 12 years. That's more than 4 times a year. And partnered with Revolution College Preparation and registered 225 students, so many, and so much achievements. Now I believe in education and donating some of my resources channel it into your system of joint organization in order to achieve the purpose of helping those who need help in achieving their educational goals. How can I volunteer or donate or help in any other way?
We always look for help. And the website has a place where you can contact us. And
again, the website is www.copticedu.org.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's a way to connect and contact us. Yeah. But let me share with you a couple of important things we're looking for.
Right.
Because of the newcomer and because of the need for Arabic, information in Arabic, because our website, if you go to it now, it's all in English. And all of the resources we have is in English. But we recognize we need a page in Arabic that explains to those parents especially information about the college system and what they can and cannot do and help guide their students. So that's a need. We're looking for someone proficient in Arabic that take the information we have in English and convert it and write it in Arabic and create that page so we can communicate more with those that not necessarily English is their proficient in English. So that's one help. The second help is we're looking to hire, someone as a full-time or a part-time high school counselor, because we're all volunteers. Everybody's working in this organization volunteer, or they are counselors, but they are paid on as needed basis to conduct these workshops. We're looking for someone that can continue the services throughout the year. and be able to visit all the churches and be able to improve on the services. So as we grow and our services grow, we need more people to help establish the foundation and be able to continue to offer these services and improve on the services we're already offering. So we're looking for a professional high school counselor, educated with a degree, to be able to help us achieve that. So,
yeah. Also participate in the annual Walk for Education in November.
In November, it's a Saturday after Thanksgiving, so
Yes.
I don't even remember the date. It's just the Saturday after Thanksgiving, whatever that day is.
Yeah.
That year is always from 10 o'clock in the morning until 1. You get a nice T-shirt,
Yes.
you get a water, and you get a wonderful lunch. And if it's yummy, usually it's one of the best food you ever have.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Cherif Youssef, for your kindness in accepting our invitation and informing us. It's really illuminating, and also putting education in its right place as an important element in life, and also as part of Coptic civilization and of Christ, our teacher, is the greatest educator, of course, and the Coptic Church has put a great emphasis on education throughout the 2,000 years. So thank you for creating your organization and for evolving it to what the great thing it is today. And we hope to see you again in our program, Coptic Civilization.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Thank you, our viewers, for watching us today in this segment on Coptic Educational Foundation in Los Angeles. See you next week in another segment of Coptic Civilization. I'm Michael Saad.